Hello, everyone, and welcome to Panda Talks Football. Here's your host, Panda, and today we'd be having a review over a beautiful match between Spain and Italy. The match Spain won on a aggregate 1-0. But before we start, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button below so that we can enjoy this beautiful game of football together. The game started with the national anthem of both of the teams. Everyone expected a well-balanced and well-competitive game between both of the teams. I was expecting it to be one of the best games of the Euro, but Italy disappointed to a horrible extent. Like they were way too much poor. I won't say that Spain were really good. It was Italy who were so poor. Their attack, especially I have to talk about the Federico Chiesa. He was having a lot of hype before this match. We just thought Euro is a competition of Federico Chiesa, but he was nowhere to be seen on the pitch. He was just pocketed by the Marc Cucurella, and he was so wasteful in terms of his chances. With all of his chances, he literally did nothing. Not only Chiesa, and even if you talk about their midfield, it wasn't a bad midfield comprising of Jorginho, Nicola Barella, and Fratesi, but all of them were actually a disappointment, I must say. Italy have to give regards to Gianluigi Donnarumma because he's the one who single-handedly kept Italy into the game. Had it not for him, they would have lost this game by at least 4-0 or 5-0. And talking about the Spain, well, their defense literally had no job to do. Aymeric Laporte and Lee Norman, they were actually resting in their half because Italy literally created nothing. You can see at the stats of the first half. In the first half, the first shot of Italy came at the 46th minute, that too by Federico Chiesa, and that was not even on the target. The second half was also horrible by the Italy side, up and until some of the substitution made by the Spain's manager Luis de la Fuente, which actually made Spain a relatively weaker team in terms of the quality. But we have to talk about the other players. Marc Cucurella, impressive, very good game. Many people were questioning the selection of Marc Cucurella above Grimaldo. Well, both of them are our La Masia boys, but we have to say that this selection shows a very good tactical adjustment by Luis de la Fuente because no matter how good Grimaldo is in attack, he was going to be a liability in defense. Cucurella is a kind of fullback who is really solid, both in attack, both in defense. And this now Chelsea man was one of the best players of Spain on the pitch. Spain's midfield was spectacular, to say the least. Rodri was more sort of passive throughout the match, but you cannot blame him for that. That was simply due to Italy's lack of chance creation, as Rodri had nothing to do in terms of the defense or ball winning. He did take some shots from outside the box, but other than that, Fabian Ruiz was one of the best players of Spain on the pitch, along with Nico Williams as well as Cucurella. The work rate of Fabian Ruiz, some shots from outside the box, they was like literally spectacular. He was so good in the midfield, best midfielder of the Spain on the pitch. And I feel sorry for this guy as he is wasting his time, his talent at a club like PSG. He should join a big club, may it be in Premier League or in La Liga, because he has immense potential to be the world class. Pedri had an average game. Well, I must say, because although he was good in terms of his strengths, his passing was world class. His press resistance was still evident there, but he was still struggling with his weaknesses as he has not worked upon them. He played as a number 10 behind the striker, but he could not create anything. In the final third, he was just struggling. Sometimes he was misplacing the passes, and he also missed two clear-cut chances. First in the 5th minute of the match, where he missed a clear-cut header, and after that, in the 61st minute, Pedri had a chance to bury the game by a cross coming by Marc Cucurella, but he did a horrible miss. That was a horrible miss, I must say. So Pedri really needs to improve upon his work rate, upon his finishing as well as shooting, because you cannot be a world-class number 10 if you are weak in these areas. Alvaro Morata, although he took some shots from outside the box, but I do not think he's a good. He missed many of the chances. Many times when he had the chance to finish it, he kept on delaying it and ended up missing many of the chances. But the wing pairing of Spain, that was the most exciting part. Lamine Yamal, man, how the hell are you that much good? Even the word world class seems ordinary to you. We have just lost word for it. Yes, my reaction after watching Lamine Yamal yesterday was similar to like King Phillips. King Phillips the Sixth is all of us after watching Lamine Yamal yesterday. Man, you are just 16 years old, completing your homework the previous day, and next day you are putting the players, some experienced Italian defenders, on the floor like they're nothing. In the previous match, he did it with Guardiola, and now with 3 defenders of Italy, man, that is so special. And this would have been one of the most iconic assists of the Euro, only if that Alvaro Morata had taken the chance and striked it on time. Alvaro Morata delayed that shot, and which is why he did not get the goal. That might have led Lamine Yamal to rather win the Man of the Match award because he was so impressive. But Nico Williams won the man of the match, and that was deserved so. Even the on goal that came, that was actually a cross by Nico Williams, upon which the centre back of Italy, Calafiori, he scored an on goal. We also have to talk about Calafiori. There was much hype regarding him. He was so good in the previous match, but yesterday he was so off. He scored the only goal of the match, but that one for Spain, not for his team. And even in terms of defense, he was not that good in terms of the shot creation. But yes, he is young, and there was so much pressure, some intense pressure from the Spanish national team that is harder to play with, and he might improve in the next phases of the game. But the Nico Williams, he was so deadly, so good in terms of the attack, in one-on-one on the wings, and I can't actually wait for Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal to pair up for Barcelona next season. Laporta, just make this happen, man. We need Nico Williams way more than we need those Dani Olmo or even that injury-prone Luis Diaz. Go for Nico Williams, please. After the 60th minute, Luis de la Fuente did brought up some of the substitution, among which the most notable one was Ayozo Perez for Nico Williams. Well, I feel like he should have played Dani Olmo instead. Ayozo Perez came here and he had two clear-cut chances and ended up missing both of them. On one chance, he should have passed it to Ferran Torres. He took the shot himself, missed it, and again he missed it. Two clear one-on-one chances with the keeper, and he was actually shit. I do not understand why Luis de la Fuente preferred him above Dani Olmo. In the next game, I would expect and I want Luis de la Fuente to please utilize Dani Olmo as the second choice over Nico Williams, because he is way better than Ayozo Perez. And that's all regarding our review. Thank you for watching the video.